Hi, Tatiana. It's great to have you here today.
Hello, how are you guys? I'm so happy and so excited to be part of this experience with you guys.
Love it. So are we. So to level set and start, can you tell us for our audience about the Boca Raton Museum of Art, its mission, and how does technology and Salesforce support your vision at the museum?
Wow, this is a lot of things at once. First, I'm Tatiana Velazquez. I am the Associate Director for Special Projects at the Boca Raton Museum of Art in Boca Raton, Florida. The museum mission is basically we are a nonprofit organization dedicated to enrich the life of our community, everything related with art, more like visual arts, paintings and different media. I mean, we have sculptures, we have painting, all related with graphic and high exhibitions, high end exhibitions. We host, I mean, we own a lot of pieces that we store in the museum and in other places. We also participate with the city for projects as art and public spaces with the city of Boca Raton. And we also host about 2 or 3 new exhibitions every year. They are the exhibitions that make us so popular because we bring a lot of new things and fun stuff to the Boca Raton. And okay, that's one, two, two and three. The third one, how technology plays a role to this our work. I mean, technology in terms of the IT process, of course, every single piece of the museum they have a technology component that is going to support our mission. But in this specific point that I think that's why we are here is about the CRM and the system that we use is the Salesforce. We started using Salesforce when we brought to the museum a huge exhibition named Machu Picchu. It's a traveling exhibition. And since then, that the system, the Salesforce, and all the support that we have is number one because I kind of going to just tell you how important it is just with a phrase that I used last week with, I don't know, it was with you, Javier, or with somebody else in your team, but I said, I am blind. I cannot see my reports. I have no access to the dashboard. I'm blind because I don't. That was a moment that we were merging things, and for a little piece of time, I needed to see how many people was buying, but not just buying, but just redeeming, actually being inside of the museum, and in different, and also because we have not just the general admission, but we have different type of events. Then we have special events. We have adult programming, and then that's why it's very important. It's kind of like without data, we don't know who we are and where we are going. And most important is what is the potential for us to grow and what is the potential for us to reach different target groups. If we don't know who is coming to the museum or who is consuming our products, our events, and or our exhibitions, we are nobody. I mean, we have no strategy to follow. We have no a goal to achieve. Then that's why technology, and in this case, the CRM, Salesforce, is, I mean, everything for us. Without that, we don't know where we're going. We're blind.
Love it. So with the museum, I think there's several systems integrated with Salesforce. So there's Ticketure for ticketing. I mean, Arlo for the art schools, Classy, Ben for like the gift shop transactions. So how does having this 360 integrated view uh, of data impacted your day-to-day operations?
Actually, you missed one more that is part of, which is the email marketing. The email marketing is very important because once we have our core members, I mean, we have potential clients, members, and our members are divided for different groups. And then once we have all those active participants inside of our database, we know how to interact with them. And this, let's say, ticketure is very important for us for basically the day-to-day events or museum admission. Then if I wanted to go and see who came to the museum, if it's a member, if it's no member, if it's somebody who, for us as a cultural institutions who receive grants from the state, it's very important to have this data, because sometimes we have grants that just apply for visitors. They are no residents in the Palm Beach County, and then we need to collect zip codes. And then if we don't have that information, I mean, with technology, we capture it into ticketure and it goes to Salesforce. And then with that information, it goes to the main database, but then we have to get email marketing just to, hey, thank you for coming to the Boca Raton Museum of Art today, or whatever. And then if we connect all these pieces, and maybe that person bought something at the store that day, and then maybe with that we can create strategies just to connect with them. Oh, how was that little beautiful thing that you bought in the store? And then what about if you are local? What about if you just buy a membership? Data, I mean, everything. I am in this group. I really love numbers. I love numbers, and if I know my data, I know where I'm going. It's kind of like, it's very clear. My path is clear. Then when you integrate ticketure, as I said, events, programming, and museum admission, then Pardot for email marketing, that is to attack this public, then Band for the store, and Arlo is mostly for my members, because sometimes we identify a group where we said, oh, they're members, they love it, but they're basically members because they wanted to get all the perks or value to be part of the art school. And then like that, I can do prospectation and I can grow. Then that's why it's very important.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that. So I think, digital transformation is a journey. It's not a destination. So what advice would you give other cultural institutions, museums, nonprofits that are considering Salesforce or any other platforms? Any lessons learned or best practices you would like to share?
I think the most important thing is to know where do you want it to go, because based on that, you can share that with the company. In our case is Inforge, and then we share what we are going, and with their expertise, they can figure out what is the tool that we can use, because systems like Salesforce, they are gigantic. I mean, they are enormous, and you have the opportunity to get so many things attached to, and sometimes it gets overwhelmed. And then you just need to figure out first to have a goal. What is the information that you wanted to track, right? What is that information that you definitely need information on a daily basis, and is going to impact your business? That's one. Two, be open and don't be afraid to ask questions to your group, to your members. Don't be afraid. Actually, a couple of days ago, I was updating my membership in another museum, not my museum, in another museum outside of where I live. And after that, it pops up a super short survey, and they were asking questions like, oh, which ones are your favorite classes? If you wanted to take art classes, which one would be your favorite? And then they give me 3 options, stuff like that. But that is asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Oh, no, but nobody is going to feel that. Yeah, they will. But you just have to be creative and do it in a good way. And the third one is, maybe you don't get it right the first time, but you will get there. That's why you have to have a very good team behind you. Don't hire the first person that gets into your door. Hire the best. hire a team that definitely is going to support you, because as my experience, I am a data person. I love numbers, as I said, but I don't know how to program. I don't know how to get the information all together to see what I need. But if I don't have this team behind us that is so good, I will be frustrated. Then it's don't rush, pick the best, and pick the best team for you.
Love it. So since you mentioned working with with a Salesforce consulting partner, in this case Inforge, how's been working with the Inforge team in terms of supporting the museum's goals, and what do you think makes a consulting partnership valuable to your team?
I think for us, it was very timid at the beginning. We were very shy hiring this team, because we were just thinking small. We thought about the small. We thought that this one was a tool that we can manage ourselves as we did before. And then I think we didn't have the whole picture in our head. And then when we start seeing the potential that we had, I really like the idea to have Inforge team with us, because they grew with us. They just ask questions. They ask a lot of questions, and as we grew, or our necessity, it was there, but we never thought we had it. They were very open to accommodate our need and be able to learn from first our business, which is very important. It's not an easy business. The business of nonprofit and our institution is a business that is different. And then they were open to learn about our business. And third is to grow with us. They were open to assign one person to, let's say, in the case of Ticketure, assign one person that is became our point number one person to talk about Ticketure and how Ticketure will be integrating with the Salesforce, which is really valuable for us, because in some point, in my case, I am a more marketing and project manager in some cases of exhibitions. And to be really honest, I have a lot of things to do. And I don't, it's not that I don't have time. My expertise is well used in another areas. And then that's why I have this type of partners is really important for us.
Love it, love it. And to wrap up, what's next for the museum in terms of digital transformation? Are there any projects or initiatives you're excited about looking ahead?
There are many, but I think one that I really wanted to accomplish is to be able to have a database that we can run and be complete. Sometimes, because we are shy to ask questions, we don't have all the information that is going to take us to the next level. Then that is a personal goal that I really wanted to do. But in terms of technology, we're always growing, always growing.
Awesome. This was great, Tatiana. Thank you so much for
No problem. My pleasure. Thank you, guys.